Well, there is some pretty incredible technology out there nowadays for those who have lost limbs.
Absolutely. Now take this story for instance. An accident took a man's hands, nearly cost him his life. Now with the help of some amazing technology, he has a new set of arms and a new outlook on life.
There's a lot of things we take for granted.
It's a simple truth that Scott Carriker learned through tragedy.
I made a mistake. And what I do, a mistake can be very costly.
It was just last year. Scott was working as a lineman when he was shocked by 7,200 volts of electricity.
And I couldn't let go.
For 30 seconds, that electricity passed through his body.
I could feel that they had burned to the bone.
Scott nearly died on the way to the hospital. Doctors were able to save him, but he was told his hands may never work again.
First of all, you're thinking about your loss, what condition you're going to be in. They were feeding me, they were helping me go to the restroom, they were clothing me.
With the help of his family, they learned about a company that provides prosthetic arms, hands, and for Scott, hope.
When you're down to that level, if you have hope that you can do those things yourself, that's a big hope.
My primary job is to plan and design the prosthesis.
Scott Spring has been helping Scott Carriker adjust to new hands.
The hands that Scott has are the most technologically advanced hands that are available on the market right now.
It is amazing technology. The prosthesis attached to a sleeve that has sensors inside. The sensors pick up electrical impulses from the body that tell the hands how to move. Now Scott can drive himself, feed himself, shake hands.
Nice to meet you too.
And is already back to work in church.
You do the praise thing, you can just spin it around, And the people in the choir going.
Scott's simple truth is that he's blessed, with hands or without.
Best things I've ever done, I didn't do with my hands. It's those kids and my grandkids and my wife. And if you have that, you can go through anything.
I want to be able to do that. And guess what? There is an app for that. It's called My iLimb. The app communicates with the limb's microprocessor. You can set up favorites. So if you have certain settings that you like for work, or maybe certain settings that you like in the kitchen, the work is done for you.
That is so incredible. One young woman is doing great work helping those who have lost limbs. And no, she hasn't lost a limb herself, but the cause has certainly allowed her to gain perspective. Joining us today is Caitlin Adams, a passionate runner and college student. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. So how did you discover that this is something you wanted to do?
Well, I've always thought about doing something like this, but the main reason that I decided to do this is simple, and it's that I want to make a difference and I want to help make other people's lives better. And the reason that I chose prosthetics is because exercise and running is something that's always made me feel good. It's helped me become stress-free, and I think that everybody should be able to have that opportunity. And so I just think someone who hasn't been able to be active for a while, who finally gets that call saying they can have limbs again, would just make a great difference in their life, and that really makes me happy.
That's awesome. Okay, Limbs for Life. Tell us how Limbs for Life can help.
Limbs for Life is a nonprofit organization. They're in Oklahoma, and their mission is simple as well. They provide limbs for people who need them, who can't afford them. And what I really like about them is that they don't limit to any category. They help people who've lost limbs in the military. They help people who have lost limbs from accidents, and they help people who were just born without them. And I just really like how they don't have that limitation on them.
Sure, yeah. So what is your involvement with the group?
I'm going to be running across the state of Maryland this summer, starting on May 23rd. And I'm starting in Cumberland, going down to Ocean City. And it's going to take about 4 weeks. And even though running is something that I've been doing my whole life, this is probably going to be the most mentally and physically challenging thing that I've ever done.
305 miles.
Yeah. So it's going to take
sounds
a lot of
challenging.
Oh, just a little bit. Okay, so it's incredible that you're doing this. How can we help?
I am just trying to get spread the word and get any donations or sponsorships that I can possibly get. So any help is help. Anything is just going to make it better, because the limbs cost anywhere from $15,000 to $100,000 per limb, and there's 230 people on the waiting list, so they need anything that they can get.
Yeah, so the money will certainly help. And can we run along with you?
Sure, anybody who wants to join can join me. I'd rather run with people than run alone, but this isn't something that everybody has to sign up for and do. It's just if you want to run along, you're more than welcome to.
The more the merrier.
Yes.
Oh my. Caitlin, you are 18. You're a freshman in college. What are you going to do next?
Well, I don't really know what I want to do with my life yet, but in a perfect world, I want to own gyms and franchise them, and then they'll be successful, and I'm going to take that money and get my pilot's license and fly out to third world countries and help people who can't help themselves.
Seriously?
That's the plan.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're off to a great
you
start.
are.
Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin, for joining us this afternoon, and thank you for helping out. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
tremendous.
And if you would like to read more about Limbs for Life, support the cause, or get involved with Caitlin's run, you can visit our website, wboc.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page.
You know, so many are overcoming disabilities. Up next, we hear the story of a man who's not letting his disability stop him from leading a full and productive life.
Obesity is an obstacle so many are attempting to overcome, but what about our four-legged friends? Still ahead, we hear the story of an obese dachshund who received, wait for it, a tummy tuck.
Well, maybe you could receive a furry member in this new year. Later, we're going to introduce you to some cuties looking for a forever home. But first, we just learned about prosthetics, but maybe you need plastic surgery. Dr. Oz helps you choose the right surgeon for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. Considering plastic surgery? Well, here's what to keep in mind when searching for your surgeon. First and foremost, find the surgeon that's board certified in plastic surgery. Ask how many times a year they do the procedure. The more, the better. And is the procedure they're offering new or tried and true? When going under the knife, you want the technique with the most scientific backing.